Hello everyone, it's your buddy Svenrei here, once again coming at you with another Hearthstone deck list. I'm back from vacation. Now, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm not doing the Escapists right now. This is Hearthstone on a Monday. What kind of craziness is this? Well, I've been having a bug with my Hearthstone, which I posted out on Twitter, but I don't have a whole lot of Twitter followers, so that's no pressure or anything. But I don't... You wouldn't have any other way of knowing that up until, because I only learned this today. Escapist is having a bug that even after reinstalling and constantly installing, I tried this multiple times, it won't launch for me. Which does definitely put a dent in my ability to record the Escapist. So instead, we're coming at you with another Hearthstone deck list. Hearthstone will be my temporary Monday playthrough, or my temporary Monday series of videos. So Mondays and Tuesdays, I'll be doing Hearthstone for you guys. That's pretty exciting. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the basic Priest deck. We only have 2 more decks to go, and then past that we'll be doing some playthroughs with some stuff, some fun decks, all that fun stuff. Anywho, this is the curve for the basic Priest deck. Again, no packs or dust. You guys know my rule on this. Now, the Priest hero power is 2 mana, restore 2 health to anything on the board entirely. You could heal even your opponent's hero and your opponent's minions. Without further ado, we're going to get into the deck itself. We play double Holy Smite, 1 mana to deal 2 damage. This card is really nice, and in the beginning, it's really your only damage spell. This is an important card to have because it can do some really good board clear, and for 1 mana, it's a really nice finish. Double Power Word Shield, which basically is the opposite of Holy Smite, where it's for 1 mana, you give a minion plus 2 health, and you draw a card. Again, this 2 health can go anywhere. I would highly, other than heroes, it's minions only. Double Northshire Cleric. Northshire Cleric is such a beautiful card. It's a 1/1/3, so stat-wise, it's perfectly efficient. And whenever a minion is healed anywhere on the board, you draw a card. This is amazing because later on, Priest will get a whole lot of healing, and it's this whole thing, and everything is so fantastic later on. A lot of fun. 2 Shadow Word Pains. For 2 mana, you destroy a minion with 3 or less attack. You can get rid of some very, very annoying stuff. Someone can have a 3 attack, 17 health minion out on the field. You drop it for 2 mana. It's a really nice card. Later on, we'll get another Shadow Word, and we'll cover that when we get to it. Double Acidic Swamp Ooze. You guys know how big of a fan of Acidic Swamp Ooze I am. I love this card to death. With the abundance of Warrior in the current meta, you will be finding some warriors if you're playing this basic Priest deck, I guarantee you, and this double Acidic Swamp Ooze will put an end to a lot of their weapons, and honestly, it's a beautiful card. It's efficient stat-wise, and overall, there's no reason to not play it. Double Bloodfen Raptor, the 2/3/2 standard beat stick. River Crocolisk, the 2/2/3. The slightly more tanky variation of Bloodfen Raptor, but at the exchange of an attack. 1 Razorfen Hunter. Priests already control the board really well with their hero power and the sheer abundance of the healing in their deck. They don't really have a need to swarm the field because they'll have the ability to buff their stuff with the Power Word Shield, their hero power, and later on we'll get some stuff that'll buff it. And as you play Priest, you'll be getting a whole lot of stuff. Double Shattered Sun Cleric. 3/3/2 that gives a friendly minion 1/1. Again, that's another buff that you have. Very nice card. I love this card so very much. Double Chillwind Yeti, which is basically a doubled River Crocolisk almost. I like this card. A very nice 4-drop for a basic deck. Double Gnomish Inventor. The draw power is extremely solid when you combine that with Northshire Cleric. You have so much draw power in this deck, it's not even funny. Double Ascension Shieldmaster. He's your only taunt in this deck as it stands right now from level 1. So, and I don't even think, we won't be really adding a whole lot of taunts, so the double of him is really nice. It's a Priests don't use taunt a lot because you have so much heal. And you can keep this guy really well sustained. Double Darkscale Healer because 5/4/5 and restore 2 health to all friendly characters. That includes your hero. Really nice card. 1 Gorubashi Berserker. Because 5/2/7, you can heal him up constantly, and every single time he takes damage, he gains 3 attack. You know, it's pretty nice what you can do with your hero power, and later on you'll have stuff like Holy Nova. Double Boulder Fist Ogre, which is kind of in the same boat as the Chillwind Yeti. And it's just this very big wall for someone to get over. And then Double Stormwind Champion. With the amounts you could sustain things, you can have this constant buff aura going, and it's a fantastic card to have. Now, as you level things up, levels 2 through, you get cards at 2, or I think it's 2, I think so, at least. I know 6, 8, 10 are there, and I think it's 2 and 4 as well. You'll get cards, and you can use those to buff onto this basic deck. The rule of the basic deck is that we don't use packs or dust. However, we can, at level 10, you'll have access to all the cards that you would be able to use in this deck. Now, at level 6, you'll get a beautiful card called Holy Nova. Now, what Holy Nova does, deals 2 damage to all enemies, including their hero, and then it restores 2 health to all friendly characters, including your hero. It's a pretty fun spell. Now, what we're going to replace for those, it's a 5-drop. We're going to go ahead and replace the River Crocolisks. We don't need them in this deck once we hit level 6. Holy Nova is a far better drop. It'll do more than the Crocolisk can do, in addition to healing you and damaging them. Now, at level 8, you'll get this fun card, Shadow Word Death. Shadow Word Death is... for 3 mana, in comparison to Pain's 2, you destroy a minion with an attack of 5 or more. Now, the key thing to note is that against priests, 4 attack is the sweet spot because they can't Shadow Word you. However, if you're in anywhere else, any other number, you are very susceptible to Shadow Word Death. Now, some of the more experienced players who would come along, Shadow Word Death is like a slightly more forgiving big game hunter, except it doesn't come with a body. Now, in order to have this Shadow Word Death in our deck, we're going to need to drop some cards. We're going to drop one of our Darkscale Healers and one of our Stormwind Champions for 2 Shadow Word Deaths. Now, the final card we get is one of the only 10 drops in the game, Mind Control. Now, Mind Control, exactly as it says, take control of an enemy minion permanently. That is a fantastic card. Someone can use a huge ace, and then you're going to be like, you know what? I think I want that from you. Now, in order to accommodate this, we're going to drop the Gurubashi Berserker and the Stormwind Champion for double Mind Control. The reason we play 2 is because it's just such a good ace in the hole. You get to basically take their ace in the hole. Anywho, this concludes the basic priest deck, no packs or dust. Anywho, this has been Sven. I'll see you on the next video. If you like what you saw, please leave a like. That helps me out so very much. And please click subscribe if you want to see more of this. Hearthstone will be my Mondays and Tuesdays from the time that I can see, foreseeable future. Hearthstone is going to be 2 days a week. It makes me really happy. And I'll be doing deck lists. I'll be playing some matches with some fun decks. I'm willing to take opinions, and I'm willing to work with decks that you guys want to see me use. Anywho, that'll wrap it up here. This has been Sven. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.